Hey guys, welcome back to Kumasao Reviews. What we're taking a look at is an anticipated one, Maketoys MTRM-08 Despotron. Their remaster series, Masterpiece Megatron. He measures about 9¼ inches tall, so taller than MP10. We'll get a comparison to him as well. One thing to note, not going to do transformations in this video. We're cutting those out from now on. It'll be a separate video linked in the description. It's already recorded, upload now. He comes with a mace as well as 3 additional faces. We'll go over both of those pieces in this review as well. One thing not included in this shot is his blaster or his sight. Just makes him a little bit more narrow, easier to shoot. We'll get that on in a second here though. Just giving you a roundabout view. Love the detailing on this piece, the proportions and things like that. Pretty damn good. Not necessarily right in line with the existing Maketoys, aesthetic is the wrong word, but design style, or I mean the Masterpiece, the official line. That design style, but it's definitely a good looking piece. Alright, you can see I gave you the top down, bottom up view. Alright, so on your left, Maketoys Gundog, which is Hound. On the right, Hasbro Masterpiece Optimus Prime. Now that one does have Shadow Fisher kits as well, and just like this Despotron, I got my Shadow Fisher upgrades for Hasbro MP10, chosenprime.com. That link will be in the description as well. Getting that blaster attached, that sight. And that alone is a pretty big piece, and you can see what I mean. Like, it lets me get in closer on the top-down, bottom-up review, and things like that when it's not as wide with that thing attached. So, zoom in a little bit more. Now we're going over the faces here. And I dig it. It's a really clean, natural-looking, I guess, style when it comes to the face swaps and things like that. You can't blatantly see where things separate and this and that. It's good. I like how the helmet covers up, you know, everything except the face. Each face looks like it could have just came on the toy and it's all one piece. So we got an open mouth face there. It's probably my favorite. Like, it's angry, it's yelling, but it's happy at the same time. Really maniacal. I love that expression. He's got a smirk as well. Which I do dig. Alright, putting on the last face there, which is the Grimace. And if you really want to see these videos, you know, fully optimized and things like that, turn it up to 1080p, 60 frames per second. Really makes a difference. And boom. Now, there's been some back and forth about the helmet style and things like that. Some talk about it being over detailed. I like it. So I guess I really have no complaints. That's my input on it. I really like this design a lot in general. Definite toss up between this and Mitron though. Alright, and while we're going over the Poseability here, pretty straightforward stuff, I'll go over that Mitron comparison and things like that. Didn't fit in a Mitron comparison in this video. Previously reviewed it plenty of Mitron comparison pictures and things like that out there, so I'm not going to do it. Personally, I feel like both are solid toys. The Maketoys one is quite a bit more fun to play with. It's a lot more solid feeling, weighty, things like that. But you do have that fits in with the official Masterpiece line aspect, and I feel like Mitron does fit into those a bit better. Even though I find this one a bit more attractive, you know, in terms of design style and things like that. And you saw that piece just fell off there. Keep in mind, this is a review sample, and it's one that's been to other reviewers and things like that, so loosey-goosey in some spots, some things fall off and whatnot. It stinks because I do get my official version, or retail version, in a couple of days. Again, chosenprime.com, link will be in the description, but, you know, I wanted to knock this out and get it done. It's the weekend right now, and have a job and a life and things like that, so apologies in advance for that wobbly barrel back there. skirt piece falling off, but you know, it's kind of what it is. It's what happens with samples. Oh, and also on his right leg, it is your left. There's a locking piece for the leg, and it doesn't necessarily stay up and things like that. So you'll see me adjusting the calf and stuff like that. But at least you get a good opportunity here to see the Poseability and what the figure's about, even if it's not the most solid piece, you know, being in this form. But you guys know Maketoys by now. You know their quality. The final version will be all solid and tight and all that good stuff. It'll be nice. Right, and there we go. Nice blasting pose there. Good stuff. I like it. Now we're going over that mace. It can go on either hand, which is awesome. But to get it on his right hand there, you do have to take that barrel off in order for that piece to flip up. Has a male end at the bottom, female end on top. The mace does. Just pegs in there, holds with friction. And even though it's clear, it's a nice, I would say mid-range. It's not soft at all, but it's not super duper hard, brittle. This shit's gonna break. Pardon my language there, but it's a good feel. And I'm not the biggest fan of clear plastics and things like that for the breakage, but this feels fine. I can see this being just as fine in 3 years or something like that. There we go. There's the mace. Alright, and here is the gun mode. A Walther P38 with the biggest handle I've seen in some time for one that's that short. It's pretty darn big. And that is a flight post stand there, flight pose. You can get them at flightpose.com. But again, transformation video will be separate. Look at the link in the description for that. From front to back, man, this is pretty long. It's 13 inches. Tip of the barrel, back of the sight. And my hands are not small by any means, and it's hard for me to grip it all the way around. It's nice, it's a big, weighty gun. You can see the weight there, you know, with the flight post stand, which is, believe it or not, pretty weighty. You know, it weighs about a pound. That adds another, like, half pound or so. It's good. It's a good, solid piece. You like the way it looks, you don't like the way it looks, that's your preference. I'm not here to argue, I'm here to show you a figure. My thoughts is, I'd definitely recommend it. I'd recommend Maketoys too, they're both solid. Again, thechosenprime.com, full pictorial review on kumastyle.com. Click the link in the description. And we're putting Gundog back in front so you can see how big this darn gun is. It's definitely a beefy piece. And plus I like showing off Gundog because he's my favorite third-party masterpiece, period. Like, that thing's awesome. It's like classic all grown up. But anyway, kumastyle.com, subscribe.